I am genuinely pissed about Conor's loss. I mean, that wasn't even honestly a loss. Like, and the fact that Max Holloway was acting like that was like a legit win, like he didn't even do anything. Conor literally just threw a kick in the first second of the fight and he just got injured right away. And, him acting like he won and it's a legit, bro. That was honestly so embarrassing for me. But, yeah, I guess I wanted to just talk about, my disappointment because I was so invested in this fight, like ever since it got announced. Even though like the whole promotion of the fight was dead, there was literally no interviews apart from like Conor's Ariel Helwani interview. That was literally half of the buildup for the fight. But I was so invested in Conor. I was watching like a lot of his old fights, documentaries, and I think we all were, to be honest. Like I was excited because I was actually one of the few people that thought that Conor could, pull it off. Call me a casual all you want, but I thought that Conor would or could do it. And I probably think that he could still do it, but something just felt off. Like something just felt really, really off. Even before Conor's fight, I was watching, Sanhagen and, Patty, and I was like, something just felt off about the whole event. And then, Max walked out and I'm thinking to myself, like he looked good. Like he looked confident. He looked, decently built for the weight class for the time that he had. And, he had the Max Holloway shorts and he still looked like Max Holloway, the one that, KO'd Justin Gaethje. And I'm thinking to myself, like holy shit, bro. Like he's about to fight this Max Holloway for his first fight in 5 years. And I was like, what am I watching? And then, Conor walks out. And even like the whole like his walkout song, it didn't, I feel like it didn't sink in. Like, like they showed him after, like after his walkout started playing on the screen, which was like a bit weird. And then he just looked really, really old. Like he just looked he just looked really, really old. And then the mohawk haircut on top of it, it was, I just had a feeling that something was off. And then, he walks to the octagon and I could see that his body language was really, really off and like really, really weird. Like he seemed confident and calm, but at the same time he felt like, I don't know, like nervous, like, I don't know, just rusty, I guess. And I could see him like tripping over his shoes or like whatever when he was walking out. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what is this? Like, is he injured or something? And I'm like, I had, a lot of negative thoughts, but in the moment I'm just trying to think about, Conor and his comeback and, the fight's about to start. So you try to forget about things like that. And yeah, it was so cool seeing him back, like for the announcements, Bruce Buffer just the notorious, and then Conor going to the middle of the octagon. It was so cool just seeing that. But I just had a feeling when I saw the walkout. I just had a feeling. And then, the fight starts. Honestly, it ended before it started because Conor just threw like a spinning like roundhouse kick in the first second. Like, oh my God, like why did he do that, bro? Why did he do that? And yeah, he fell over and like right away I was like, yeah, this is over. Like I knew this was over. Initially I thought that his leg broke again or like maybe he didn't break it, but like he like had some pain in it, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, but I knew that it was immediately over. I was like, yeah, father time is undefeated. Like that saying is, I guess, so true now. Like, yeah, I knew that the fight was gonna get called off. Like, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think everyone thought that it was gonna get called off. And yeah, I'm still pissed. Like, I'm honestly still pissed. Like I said, I was so invested in the build up, and all of that for nothing. Literally all of that for nothing. And then they said that Conor is going to be out for another year if he ever even comes back. Man, I was angry, but at the same time, I felt so bad for Conor. Like, imagine like this is your moment. You've waited 5 years for this. You're thinking you're gonna win. The arena is sold out. Your family is there, and you just lose in the first second or like 2 seconds. And then Max Holloway is acting like he won the fight. Like, honestly, yeah. That was atrocious. That was atrocious, honestly. And it made me want to not like watch UFC again, because you spent so much time, like I said, invested in the build up. You're watching the interviews. You're getting hyped for the fight. I watched the countdown. I watched every single interview, and then he just loses like that. Yeah, that's crazy. And then especially because 5 years ago he literally broke his leg, and now he tore his ACL. Yeah, man. It's just, what a world we live in, I guess, eh? So yeah, I guess I just wanted to talk about it. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Yeah, peace out.